Hello everybody, it's me, I'm back. Welcome to episode 18 of SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I am here today with my brother. Say hello, bro.
Hi,
Hello, how do you do? Good day to you, sir. Good day, very good day.
Good day. Yes, yes, quite, yes.
We had a lot of fucking about trying to get this working, okay? Audio isn't always great when it comes to co-commentary. Depends on the game and the timing and all that good stuff. But I accidentally walked into Bubble Buddy when I wasn't meant to. But this is only his first thing that he said, right? That's all you've missed. I walked away from Plankton, which I ended the last episode on, and Bubble Buddy said this is what's in the speech box now. So just don't worry. This is the next move in the game, the last move in the game. Let's get it. Let's get it! All right.
Yeah, mate. I mean, I can't actually see, like, a fucking thing you're talking about.
Of course you can't.
Personally, I'm playing Trigger Heart Exelica on the Dreamcast. But,
you're fucking about with a Raspberry Pi.
Technology's come this far, we can still do this.
Paying my entire salary.
Oh, man. It's like... How do I even explain this game to you? Like, you've seen me play it before when I was little, right? But
I played it myself. It is a pretty standard PlayStation 2 3D platformer.
It really is.
It's one of the much higher quality ones. I mean...
Well, it's no wonder it got a fucking remake, is it?
3D platformers on the PS2 have a history of just being offensively crap.
Alright, so... Let me try to explain what I'm going to do for this episode, okay, before we get into the co-commentary stuff. So, there's two more socks in Bikini Bottom. One is here, the other one is in the Krusty Krab, which I'll save for later because it's a pain in the arse. We're going to get the health extender before I go into the next level, which is Kelp Forest. But that's pretty simple stuff. You just have to hit these three buttons on the side of the chum bucket here. So, I asked my brother...
Where have I heard that before?
I don't know. Probably some game somewhere. I mean, it seems pretty fucking... Oh, okay. Alright, I get what you're saying now. I get where you're going with this. I get where you're going. Alright, well, anyway. I want to take one more look. Actually, you know what? We'll save that for later. That'll be a treat for viewers for later, right? Because one of the best looks at the whole world... one of the highest areas is on top of the chum bucket, and I can get there now, but I'm not going to do that. There is a spatula up here though, so I'm going to get that, but I won't go to the top of the chum bucket and show the view just yet. I think that'll be a nice treat for later. But let me explain why I've got my brother with me, because normally I wouldn't have asked him. But Kelp Forest is an absolute pain in the arse. It's one of those levels. I said this to Aaron earlier. It's one of those levels in a game where everything is so utterly slow and like pointlessly long and overextended that it's just it just feels not worth it to play it for commentary. I don't think I could even remotely come up with good commentary on my own playing this.
So an absolute slog, like.
Yeah, basically one of those levels. So I thought, right, okay, well, you know, there's going to be times where I'm going to need to focus, but at the very least I'll have someone with me where we can, you know, sort of back and forth a little bit and make it a little more entertaining than just me going silent for fucking 30 seconds to focus on something. So, but let me, oh, Jesus, I forgot about you, you fucking pain in the arse leaf. There's like a leaf here in the shape of a hand and it slaps you when you get close to it. That's annoying. But yeah, so Kelp Forest is I mean, outside of being a slog, which is a really good word actually, I should have used that before. Outside of being an absolute slog, Kelp Forest is a pretty well designed level. I mean, it's all linear like the rest of the game. It's just really fucking long. There's a lot of very twisty paths in here that just get really, really annoying to navigate after a while. There we go. Okay, I thought I wasn't going to make that. So there's a sock up here. We will get everything in this level eventually, but I just want to get this because it's annoying as hell. Like, if you fuck that up, you have to get those TNT down there to respawn before you can get a chance to come up here again. So fucking annoying. But yeah, anywho. Kelp Forest, all good. We're getting on with it. But, Aaron, we are arranging to go up to yours next month, aren't we? I'm gonna sort that out with you a little later, but we're doing that
Well,
now,
you
aren't
say
we?
next month, but next month's literally like tomorrow or the next day or something. So
Well,
it's not actually that far.
it's like a few days away, yeah. But I mean, it'd be the end of next month, so technically, yeah, like a month away, like 3 weeks, basically.
I stopped looking at the calendar months ago. I just lost interest in what day it is or what time it is.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just happening now.
Everything is just suddenly coming, like, everything is coming to like a peak now. Like everybody's getting out there and like getting back to work and everything. I mean, like, how about this? Let me talk about something that's like a real big significant step in my life that I did yesterday, right? Because this is incredibly important to me and I need to talk about it. And because it's like yesterday, I can absolutely talk about it right now. So yesterday I took my very first driving lesson, right? I have never driven a car before. And let me tell you something. It is one of the most unique experiences to drive a car for the first time. I don't think I've ever dealt with anything more empowering in my life. Like when you're behind the wheel and you can feel the car in your control, it's genuinely one of the most empowering feelings like to have. I mean, you're in control of a beast of a machine, you know, and you can feel it. You can feel every vibration. You can feel the rattle of the engine. You can feel everything, and it's just. Like, I love it. It was a great experience. I did still feel a little nervous, as you do, but I just dealt with it, you know. I pushed the nervousness off and I just sort of listened to what the instructor had to say and I learned. And I've taken in 2 important things, which is indication and how to use the clutch and the gas, which is both of those can be a little annoying. I mean, like, for example, I fucked up, right? God, I keep forgetting the name of it. Stalling, right? Stalling. You know what stalling is, right, Al?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I accidentally stalled because I kept getting confused, right? I kept getting confused about when to press the gas, when to press the clutch, and basically it just ended up resulting in me stalling the car, which was completely an accident. Also, I have managed to get myself stuck. How have I managed this? How have I managed to do this? What? How have I actually managed to get myself stuck? I'm genuinely like locked. I can spin my character around on the spot, but they're just infinitely falling and I can't jump or move them. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to load back the first spatula of the level or something because I can't get out of here otherwise. That's fucked. What a fucking weird thing to happen. Wow. Okay. Well, that's a one-off unique thing for this playthrough, isn't it? Doubt you'll ever see that in another playthrough. But yeah.
In terms of fucking stalling though, mate, I gotta be honest with you, our Sarah, mate, even after she got her driving license, you know, and she was, you know, just going around town, fucking hadn't really had much motorway experience yet, still stalling, even after she got her license, bro. It's just a thing that, it's like rhythm, innit? Like muscle memory. You sort of get it out of your system eventually, you know what I mean? You tune in with your car, and it becomes like another part of your hand.
I mean,
yeah. You know, that sort of stuff just goes out of the window then, like you don't stall no more, basically.
That's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. I get the idea, right? I get the idea because now that I've had the chance to drive a car and get the opportunity to get a feel for what the car feels like, I get the general gist, right? One important thing that Dad is even happy with that I've managed to grasp is when you clutch and when you gas, and the difference between the clutch and the gas. The clutch, the instructor basically told me to treat it like he called it the bike principle, right? He said when you're pushing down on the clutch, you are creating power. And the moment you let go of the clutch, you're putting that power into the engine and the car goes. While you're holding the clutch down, the car's going nowhere, right? But as soon as you pull that clutch up, it connects and it puts that power into the engine, and you're moving forward. And then at that point you can let go of the clutch and you can start pushing on the gas, and the gas will deal with the power from that point on until you need to switch gears. When you're switching gears, which is another very important thing you've got to learn, essentially all you've got to do is hold on, I got to oh wait, no, I don't do that, my bad. When you're switching gears, essentially if you're rolling along, all you've got to do to switch gears is sorry, you got to take your foot off the gas, press down on the clutch, change gears, let go of the clutch, foot back on the gas. It's a really swift, smooth set of motions, but when you, like you said, with muscle memory, once you get it, you've got it. You know, it just becomes a part of you know what you do to drive the car. You just instinctively will do it. You know, you'll take your foot off the gas, you'll press down on the clutch, change gears, go back on the gas, and boom, you're done. It can take like a second and a half.
Yeah, because essentially, like inside the engine, like there's like a huge fucking shaft spinning around, and it's like the clutch, when you press it down, it basically holds that thing still while you change the gear.
Yeah, basically.
Exactly. So, like, yeah, it's just you've got to program it into your brain, program that rhythm into your mind, and eventually, like, you won't be able to get rid of it. It'll just be there.
I'll get it. It will happen eventually. You know, it's just going to take a little time and a little bit of practice. I mean, this is the thing I said to Dad as well. I think what it's going to take is it's going to take a few more lessons, maybe only a couple, right? And each lesson I'll learn a little bit more on top of what I already know, while also getting to practice at what I already know. So, you know, next time I'll get to be a little more confident in terms of gear shift and indication, because I've gotten used to that through the first lesson. But come like you know, lesson 3, for example, I'll start doing more complicated stuff. You know, like I'll start focusing on turning maneuvers and how to deal with main roads and things like that. I mean, I haven't even told you yet, right? But the guy's goal, the instructor, was to teach me enough that I could drive myself home. Right, that was his goal. He wanted me to drive. He wanted me to be able to drive home, right, back to our street, and he succeeded. He got me to learn enough that I was able to successfully drive us home, and it was a. I mean, I keep saying it was a fantastic experience, but it was. I wasn't just learning. I was doing something completely and utterly like outside my comfort zone. You know, like when you do something that's outside your comfort zone, you know how that feels, right? You just you sort of you feel genuinely nervous and uncomfortable at first, and you know, until you sort of get used to what you're doing. I mean, that's just how you feel, really.
Well, you've never done it before, so you've literally got absolute zero confidence about the thing that you're getting yourself into. But even as little as one lesson in, and you should have already felt your confidence level rise considerably already.
That's why he wanted me to drive us home. His view is that if a first-time driver can learn enough that they can drive themselves back home, then that is a huge confidence booster for any driver, for any new driver. Because at that point you have proven to yourself that you not only understand how to change gears and steer, but that you also understand how to act on the road, or what I would like to call the etiquette of the road. You know, just paying attention.
Yeah, that's a good word, yeah.
Yeah, paying attention, you know, driving slow, right? Because I'm a first-time driver. I wasn't going to go over 20 miles an hour, which I didn't. I didn't go over 20 miles an hour because that probably wouldn't have worked out very well for me. I'll be honest. Like I'm a first-time driver. Let's not push it too far, you know. But
try and run before you can walk.
yeah, exactly. So I put in as much effort as I thought was necessary for driving for the first time, I think. And this is something I said to the instructor as well. I said I think the most important thing for me personally, learning to drive, is to prove to myself that I can. Right? It's one of those confidence boosting things. Oh fuck! Hold on. I got to get rid of this annoying bastard that's shooting at me. There we go. Oh shit. Okay. There we go. Right. So I had to prove to myself. That was like the biggest thing for me. I had to prove to myself that I was a good driver, that I could be a good driver. And you know what?
What sort of car was you running around in?
I didn't take note of the model. Dad asked me the same question. I didn't actually take note.
I don't mean like specifically like a model, but is it sort of like Dad's shape of car, or was it one of them smaller ones? Or
it was a smaller car, I think. It wasn't quite like a Dad car. So, but the thing is, the principle is there. When you're driving a car, no matter what car it is, the principle is there. All the mechanics are essentially the same. Maybe a few buttons might be differently placed, or a few levers might feel a bit different, but like outside of that, the only major mechanical difference between cars is new and old cars, because new and old cars feel different to drive. Dad has told me that, and so did the instructor as well. Both kinds of car feel different to drive, because an older car has its brakes broken in, right, as well as the actual engine itself. So everything might feel a little smoother, or not smoother, but like I can't think of a word for it, but it will feel different, definitely. But obviously the car he was using, the instructor that is a newer car, so it felt like a lot smoother driving around in it. I mean, I certainly felt like the car moved a lot smoother. He kept telling me that, or before we actually started driving, he said to me that the wheel will feel smoother once you start driving. He said when you're parked, the wheel doesn't move, right, or it doesn't move very well. It's very stiff, right? It's sort of locked, kind of. You can still move it, but it's not going to do much. But as soon as the car is moving, the wheel is smooth. You can turn the wheel really easily. And one very important thing is how far you turn the wheel to turn the car. He kept telling me that I was turning the wheel too far, which I can understand, but it's so easy to turn the wheel like further than you need to, like especially on an instinct as well, when you feel like the car isn't turned enough yet. There's this thing in the back of your head that says, you know, the car is still turning, but it doesn't feel like it's going to turn as much as it needs to, so you keep turning the wheel to make it turn more, when really the car is following the wheel. So the car is only going to turn after the wheel has been like turned around. So if you turn the wheel 1.5, it's going to take another couple seconds for the car to make that 1.5 turn that you've put on the wheel. So you can leave the wheel there and the car will still make the turn, but getting used to that is a story in and of itself. So it's going to take some time to get used to that, but it'll all work out. I reckon like a couple more lessons of just doing what I've already been doing, and on top of that just practicing, doing theory. Like he sent me a website that I can do theory on and stuff like that.
Just like I say, mate, you just dipped your toe into it. You've got little to no confidence. I mean, your confidence will be a lot better now after your first lesson. But
of course,
in terms of judgment, like that comes with time. That, you know what I mean, that don't even come with your driving lessons. You know what I mean? They're just putting into your head basic concepts. Like over time, yeah, your judgment becomes better. You know, how to better fit yourself into a parking space without rubbing up a lamppost or rubbing up someone's car, or, you know, how to pull up to the curb without completely destroying your rims. That sort of thing. Like, I mean, you see the way Dad does it, yeah?
Yeah.
He literally just cruises backwards into a fucking parking space, not even looking. Like,
it becomes effortless. I can see where it starts to become effortless, like after a while, because you get so used to how the car moves and what does what. Like eventually it becomes second habit.
It's actually ridiculous how small a space Dad could get that large car into.
Yeah.
Like, really, really narrow gaps. Like, just by fucking reversing into it. It's like, I'd never be able to do that, not in a million years. Like, no amount of mirrors or nothing would help.
Yeah, it'll take some time. It'll take some time. I mean, this is the thing. Because I'm not paying for like a bulk set of lessons, I can basically just do as many lessons as I feel I need to until I feel confident enough to take the theory or the practical test, right? It'll be the theory first, but practicality is good too. But anyway, we're at like almost 21 minutes recording now, so I'm going to stop this episode here. It's been entertaining talking about the driving. I think I'll leave that conversation there, and next video we'll talk about something else. But I'll certainly talk about it more in future videos as I take more lessons. But it's a learning experience, as is everything in life. I've enjoyed driving for the first time. It was a empowering experience, and I can't wait to get behind the wheel and do it again and learn even more. So that's good. That's a good attitude to have. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye.